Hello and welcome to the Music Professor channel. I'm Matthew King. I'm here with Loki. We're just going for our evening walk. This evening I'm just going to address a few comments on a video that's suddenly become popular again. One of the early videos we made on this channel about the Boogie-Woogie variation in Beethoven's final sonata, opus 111. Beethoven's last sonata is an amazing piece for all sorts of reasons. It has this incredible, very intense first movement, combining fugal and sonata form in a rather kind of severe, almost quasi-baroque style that's very typical of Beethoven's late manner. And then the second movement is this famously sublime set of variations, serene and extraordinary, as if he kind of knew it was his last piece. I think he did know it was his last piano sonata. And the video I made was a somewhat trivial, I can't say that I'm particularly fond of the video anymore, but a slightly trivial examination of the third variation from the point of view of Boogie-Woogie, because Beethoven in that variation seems to presage developments of around 100 years later in early jazz, swung rhythmic values with lots of syncopation. I think the similarity with jazz is absolutely coincidental in that Beethoven was really in his late music experimenting with a kind of jig movement, a sort of fast dance type style with lots of syncopations. You get it in the grossa fuga and you get it in the last movement, the Agnus Dei of the Missa Solemnis as well. It's a wonderful thing. He's experimenting, as he always has done throughout his life, with really groovy rhythms. So in that sense, of course, yes, he does stumble upon a kind of rhythmic thing that seems to foreshadow the rhythms of jazz. I think that's absolutely what it is. I know Andrus Schiff and various other people disagree. I disagree with them. I think it absolutely does. But of course, there's no actual correlation. Beethoven isn't actually imagining jazz, and it certainly didn't influence the beginning of jazz. Jazz emerged in a completely separate, autonomous way that had no connection to late Beethoven, and I think very few practitioners, certainly of early jazz, would have known any late Beethoven at all. So it's a fascinating thing. It's an absolute accident. It's an example of Beethoven's incredible innovatory genius, and that's about all there is to say about it. But it's a wonderful piece, and if you don't know Opus 111, check it out. It's an amazing, amazing sonata. And if you haven't read Thomas Mann's Dr. Faustus, there's a fascinating chapter in that book about it. So those of you who've read that book or know Opus 111, or just want to comment on this general topic, please comment below. I'm looking forward to all your comments, as always.